Cochemea Gastelum, we've got him on the phone. Let's talk about this last set. We played No Goodbyes from your new album called The Electric Sound of Johnny Arrow. Tell us about the song No Goodbyes.
Well, No Goodbyes is kind of like, that was the one that just really, it kind of wrote itself in a way. I mean, I hear people talk about that, but that was that song. I just kept, some of the tunes, I write in different ways, sometimes it starts with the drum machine, and I just build a snare, but this time I just got it now, and I just wrote the arrangement and all the chords kind of one sitting. And it just was like, I was listening, I really love Al Green and Willie Mitchell and Sax and everything he did down there in Memphis. And so kind of when I wrote the tune, it just really kind of reminded me of like kind of Willie Mitchell, Al Green sort of thing. So that's how the chords sounded to me anyway. And then I just kind of incorporated the idea of, like we were talking about King Curtis and Eddie Harris. So it sounded like a vocal tune when I wrote it, but I'm no singer. And so I just thought, I'm just going to do like, instead of having a singer, I'm just going to make the saxophone be the thing.
All right.
Over this kind of soul. And then that I used the kind of like envelope-y electric sax on top of it. And it kind of reminded me of stuff that Eddie's from this ballad.
Oh, cool. Cool. Before that, we heard a track from a couple years back from Soul Live called Glad to Know You that you played on. And tell us a little bit about that. That was an album, though the album is called Breakout, and they started to use special guests on that album. Robert Randolph is on that album, and Chaka Khan, and Corey Glover from Living Colour, and then you're on that album. So explain to us how that came about.
Well, I've been, I've been touring around with Robert Walter for about 5 or 6 years, and during that time, on the touring, circuit and stuff, I got to know the guys in Soul Live and Galactic kind of chair team. And so I became really good friends with those guys. We always sit in with each other, and they sit in with us. I go and sit in with them. And so it was really, and I, in fact, did a couple tours with Soul Live. And Krabs just called me up, He said, "Yo, I've just moved to New York," and he said, "Well, we're going to we'd love to have you come in and play on it." And I had no idea what we were going to do. I just showed up, and they had this tune, and they were really into that electric sax thing that I do. So, it just kind of happened. It just went in, They had a kind of a horn line that we sort of arranged real quick on the fly, and then I just played a solo, and it just seemed to really work. And it was one of those, we're all in the room, everyone was really excited, and it felt really good. And I thought, it was really cool that they really much represented that on the record.
Yeah, that's a great tune. It's one of my favorites of theirs, so it's really cool.
Yeah, I really like it. It came out really good.
Yeah.
I like it.
Before that, we heard from the Budos Band 2, Budos Rising. Tell us about that.
Well, the Budos Band is just an awesome band, one of the best things going right now. And, when I started playing with the Dap Kings, I got to be really good friends with Thomas Brennan, an amazing musician, good friend, producer, and guitar player in the Dap Kings. And, he just said, "Hey, I got this band, the Budos Band," and they're basically, like, they have been, bros from way back in the day, back in Staten Island, who, like, all grew up together. They've been playing together for a long time. And he just brought me in, him and I just really clicked, good friends. And just brought me in with his crew, and I toured around with them for about 2 or 3 years. And, they brought me in on the session and played. It was a great experience. It was actually my first session, recording session at that time.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, and it was just a lot of fun. I think they're great guys. And they've had a lot of the percussion stuff on my record, like, and just, and they hit me some a lot that day.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of other stuff.
Cool. Now, I know you just got off the road doing playing in Europe with Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings. What's next for you, and what's going on in the near future for you?
Well, in the near future, I'm playing full time in the Dap Kings right now. So the new record, I Learned the Hard Way, which is an amazing record. Bosco Man, Gabe Roth, aka Bosco Man, just really outdone himself. Good record, fantastic. Cool. So and it's going. The response has been amazing. See like this crew of people just always stay true to what they've been getting. That it's a part of the thing. We're playing crowds all over the world. People are loving it. So for right now, supporting that record. So there's a lot of touring going on. We're touring heavily with them in the fall. We're going to do a Midwest tour, a European tour, to Australia later this year. And in between those tours, I'm going to be, just trying to do concerts. For my record, I have a record release 10, and I got some other stuff happening, possibly San Francisco in November. And then I'm also, early next year, I'm going to make another Archie Chef tour, so
cool.
I'm doing that process with him. And,
all right.
And yeah, that's kind of, and also I still stuck some time in the Baylor band. I had to kind of back away from that because of that schedule. But
that's the Broadway show.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard great things about that. That must be a lot of fun to do.
It's a great show, and it's really been fantastic. It's great for it's a lot of Anthologic guys who I love to play with them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just been a great experience just to see how it's been received and just kind of see the growth, I think.
Yeah.
And of course, it's just Taylor's music is incredible.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you so much for talking to us. And
my pleasure.
We wish you
Thanks
great success on this album. We just really, really love this album. And we will keep we will keep playing it. And I really appreciate you talking to us. And continued good luck with all your musical endeavors.
Thanks for that. Thanks a lot, Todd. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, sure. Cochemea Gastelum on the Burnt Toast Show. And we'll go ahead and play some stuff here. And we'll look forward to talking to you again soon, okay?
Thanks. We'd love to come back.
Thank you very much.